Today the teaching is about, are you a house nigga? Okay, we know in this society you got all different types of people. Okay, so we know who we were. You know what I'm saying? We used to sell drugs, and I'm not trying to glorify drugs or trying to say we did this or that. I'm trying to make a point. The point I'm trying to make, you will get. Okay, the thing is, we used to sell drugs, do this, do that. Okay, and the third, we know that society knows, okay, that those are the quote unquote bad people, are your drug dealers, you know what I'm saying, your people thieves, your thugs, you know what I'm saying. So we know that society tells you that those people are the bad people, okay, to the black community, because our concern is the black community. So who's the bad people and who are actually going against the black community? We know that the drug dealers are, the thieves, the delinquents, the people who damage the neighborhood, spraying paint all over the walls, can paint. Okay, so we understand that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to reflect on some other things that people don't realize that are detrimental to the black community. Or I would say we don't even actually have a black community, because community, the word community can be broke down as common unity. Okay, we don't have common unity in the quote unquote black community because we have 100 different religions, 100 different beliefs. Okay, we can't get along. We shooting and fighting each other. We don't have the same ideologies. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible, basically. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we have a situation that we're going to reflect on, that people don't actually look at it for what it is, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to let you know that there's other people that are affecting the society, okay? And they're not helping, okay? And everybody thinks that they are the good people, okay? It's what you call a house nigga. So today's teaching is, are you a house nigga? Okay, so we know who the bad people are in quote unquote society. The drug. Let's see who else are the degenerates. Okay, and don't know what's really going on. Okay, and actually are aiding against the black community, and they don't know it. So we got Brother Bezalel. He gonna reflect on it. I'm gonna reflect on it. This is not edited. This is all straight up freestyle, straight from the heart. Okay, you gotta be quiet. Straight from the heart, okay? So you know that we are not playing, and you know that this is serious business, and you know that this is just us. You know, we don't have to portray no type of image. We don't have to put on suit and ties to make ourselves look or sound better, because those are the people who are usually telling you the lies, because they can dress up, which will cover up who they really are. Just like if a dude pull up in 24s to a chick, what does she see? She sees the artifacts, which is his appearance. What does he have, or what can she see? Which later on she'll find out that he probably was out for himself and not her best interest. So like I said, we're going to continue on. We're going to get it, and that's just how we do, and y'all know it. So we got Brother Bezalel. I'm going to record him. We're going to listen to some good music, and that's just how it's going to go.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? You know, I'm Brother Bezalel Israel. Today's topic is something that's personal to me, but I feel like I need to publicly express, you know what I'm saying, my viewpoint on it, because I'm pretty good at analyzing stuff and breaking it down. A lot of times when I speak truth to power, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our own people always attack me, or they defend the power source or the people in power who I'm talking about, which is your modern day European. Now we know that the so-called white man, or the modern day European, is just not just control America, but he controls the world, because their people started the modern day banking system. You know what I'm saying? So through that banking system, they're able to control, you know what I'm saying, free market and free trade, and therefore control the world. Now, slavery just means a system of control. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. People be like, well, Bezel, we not in slavery no more. You taking it too far, this, that. Now, my philosophy class a couple weeks ago, we was talking about how everything is a master-slave dynamic. You know what I'm saying? There's some person controlling something or controlling people, you know what I'm saying, for a benefit, and that they're dependent upon each other. Now, originally, the form of slavery that was in this country is what you would call closed range slavery. You know what I'm saying? There was a limited area where you could go, or you was considered trying to be a runaway, and they would hunt you down, use bloodhounds, and, you know, chop your foot in half like they did Kunta Kinte. So what I'm trying to tell you today is that what you have is free range slavery for us black people. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't white people that aren't slaves to the system or slaves to the white man as well. You know, back during the time of our slavery, there were white slaves. They were called indentured servants, and they were allowed to be released after 7 years, because the Bible tells you that. And since white people, you know what I'm saying, were familiar with the Bible, they were aware of that. But our people was condemned to a perpetual slavery to where they never let us go. So I'm going to explain to you how the white man has never really let us go. Now, you know that they kidnapped us, you know what I'm saying, from various countries in Africa and brought us here. When they let us go, they did not give us a portion of land. They were promised 40 acres and a mule, and we were not given that. So today, where do you find most of our people? You find us in townhouses, or you find us in apartment buildings or housing projects, and a few in residential neighborhoods. But those residential neighborhoods, like in Detroit or Flint, are usually commonly very, 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 very run down. So I'm trying to explain to you that how white people still control black people, and we don't really have the freedoms that we think we have. If you were to Google something called Rex 84, which means Readiness Exercise 1984, it was a report written by Colonel Oliver North based on a prior report written on the chief of FEMA. His name was Louis Giuffrida in 1970. And it was a plan to declare martial law against black people and round all of them up and detain them. To detain 21 million black people because they were worried about an uprising, a militant uprising with black people. So that means they had aerially and militarily strategized, mapped out where all of the black people are. You know what I'm saying? For the land that they given us. Just like when we were in the antebellum South, the slave master, he gave us a shanty. He gave us a boundary limits where we could go. You know what I'm saying? If we tried to surpass that, we would be in violation or we would be in trouble. So today, you know what I'm saying, we know that they have the ability to determine whether they will let us go to their schools. They have the ability to determine whether or not our schools that are predominantly black receive money from the state treasury. They have the ability to determine whether we have jobs at any of their colleges. And on your job application, you always have to acknowledge what race you are. So my point is back to, are you a house nigga? So now that you understand that slavery is just a system of control, and in the antebellum South during the time prior to 1865, we had closed range slavery. Now what we have is free range slavery. That's why black people are such a high rate of imprisonment, because they already know where to go to find you. They know where the black neighborhoods are, and if you're not there, you will stand out because you are black. Try and go and hide in Beverly Hills, and they looking for your black ass. Try and go and hide in Saline, and they looking for your black ass. It's easy to find us. You know what I'm saying? Because they got it set up to where it's easy for them to control us. So my point is this. During the time of closed range slavery in the antebellum South, you had people who worked in the field, and you had people who were black who were in close proximity to the master. Now, yes, we were all slaves, but the people who were considered the house Negroes or house niggas was in the house, which means they were in close proximity to the master. Now, there were other house niggas who were called overseers, who they put out in the field. You could relate them to your modern day black police officers who police our neighborhood. And the job of the overseer and the job of the house Negro was to correct the rest of the Negroes or niggas, or correct the rest of the niggas who was violating the master's rules. Who was violating master's rules. You know what I'm saying? So if I was in the field and, you know what I'm saying, I decided I'm gonna run away, you know what I'm saying, there may be another field nigga who intends on gaining favor from the master.